Hey HC Kids, welcome to another daily drop. I love that you have been tuning into these, or maybe this is your first time tuning in. This is just meant to be a few minutes to help encourage you and see what God has to say and how that can be, how that can be really encouraging for the rest of your day. Which is a good rhyme, by the way. What a good rhyme. If you watched yesterday's episode, you know that the at-home message was, first of all, awesome. But we talked about how when we do not forgive, we miss out. Now, we also brought up examples of all of us missing out on things. We know what it's like to miss out. Bless you. Bless you. Maybe we get in trouble and we have to take some time by ourselves and we miss out on playing a game, or we miss out on just laughing. Or have you ever been, I remember when I was a kid, being in my room because I got in trouble, and then you hear your siblings or you hear someone else laughing or doing something, you just feel like you're missing out. Now when we choose not to forgive, it's not necessarily like that. It's more of a quiet missing out. It's more of a silent missing out, and sometimes when we don't forgive, we have a chance to really feel lonely about it, because it's in our heart, and maybe other people don't even know that you haven't forgiven someone. And so that's where it gets a little scary, is that, not scary, but it just gets, it could be something that really bothers us for a long time and no one else knows about it. And so God cares so much about our heart, God cares so much about our relationship with other people, that He knows that this is a great thing for us. But we're looking in Luke chapter 15, and it's the two brothers again, so hopefully you watched yesterday's episode. If you didn't, that's okay, but go back, because there's a lot of goofy, fun things in there that we got to do. But at the very end of this chapter, it says, his father said to him, this is the older brother who didn't want to forgive his other brother, "Look, dear son, you have always stayed by me, and everything I have is yours. We had to celebrate this happy day." He's like, this is a good day. We had to celebrate it. "For your brother was dead and he has come back to life. He was lost, but now he is found." So the father is trying to remind the one son that that this is a really good thing that's happening. And I think this is sometimes, maybe not all the time, but sometimes where unforgiveness comes in. In this story, we see the brother is comparing what he's done to what his brother has done. So he's saying, I've been good. Like, I've done really, really great things. This guy over here, he's been running around doing all sorts of bad things. And so he's saying, how are we celebrating this? And the father's like, well, and this is showing God's love and His forgiveness. The father's going, well, he was doing those things, but now he's not. And so he's back. This is awesome. You've been doing great things all the time, and you've been celebrated all the way through, but he's back now, so we got to celebrate this. But the brother is looking at it going, well, I have had a good life. I've done the right things, and this guy over here. And so one of the things I think that can happen with unforgiveness, or when we choose not to forgive and we miss out, is comparing ourselves to other people, going, man, I would never do that. When you have a hard time forgiving someone, going, I would never do that. My brother hit me, I would never do that. And you're angry at them for a really long time, or whatever the situation is. Remember that you and I, all of us, do things that are wrong. All of us do things that need God's forgiveness. That's what we've been talking about this whole month too, is that every single one of us falls short of perfect. And so we need, she can't get a game out of the drawer. We all need God's forgiveness, because none of us are perfect. And so I want to encourage you today, as I'm going to try as well, to focus on you, to focus on the things that you can control, and on your heart and on your relationship with God. Because, again, we all need forgiveness. And I guarantee you, if you're anything like me, there are things throughout the day that maybe you struggle with. For me, it's patience. I have a hard time with patience, and I have a hard time with control. I want to control things. And right now, when a lot of us are at home, it's hard to control things. And so those are things that I'm working on. And it's really easy for me to slip up and need forgiveness, but then look around and say, oh, well, they need more forgiveness. And when I choose not to forgive someone, I'm missing out because it's hurting my heart. And again, God doesn't want that for us. And so I would say today, I want to encourage you to focus on what you can control. Focus on the things in your world, in your personal relationship with God. And think about how you can talk to Him when you're angry, when you're having a hard time choosing to forgive. Talk to God about it. Maybe talk to your parents about it. And spend some time, because God doesn't want us to miss out on anything. He doesn't want our heart to hurt like that. And so focus on our things. Don't focus on everyone else. And think through how you can talk to God today about that. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you back tomorrow for another Daily Drop.